welcome to another video. I hope you guys all had a wonderful new year and holiday period. I have been a little bit MIA from posting videos over here because for the first time in 3 years, I went on a holiday. Now, as you guys can probably tell from the title of this video, or if you're following me on Instagram because I already posted about it over there, my partner and I finally went back to Japan. Now, oh my God, I can't even put into words how excited I was and how anxious I was to finally get back to Tokyo. Like, I didn't speak about it at all. I didn't tell any of you guys I was going on a holiday because I was like, no, what if I jinx it? My reality for, I don't even want to tell you how many months was me just Googling Japan borders when multiple times a day. Really excited to get back to Tokyo, and I'm so glad that I filmed a bunch of vlogs from the holiday. Now, if you're new to my channel, you might not have all the context here, but Japan is really meaningful to me and my partner. We used to live there. I wrote and illustrated a book. Where is it? Literally would not be one of my videos if I didn't have to run off and grab a book from somewhere. A Year in Tokyo, an illustrated guide and memoir of 13 magical months spent exploring the city of ginkgo leaves. This is the book that I published last year, and it is a travel guide and memoir based on my time living in Japan as a teacher and travel writer. And so I was like really anxious for this holiday, and I was so excited, and I just really wanted to enjoy it. And so there are little bits of this vlog where I, you know, was in holiday mode. I was living my best absent-minded life and just like not paying attention to the cohesiveness of a vlog, which is exactly what I should have been doing because I was on holiday and just capturing the fun bits that I wanted to. But I do want to make this into a good vlog for you guys to enjoy. So editing Christy is going to pop up in little bits to just give you guys context and jump in. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling without further ado. Let's jump into the vlog. This is a week in Tokyo.
Tōkyō モノレールをご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。それでも多く
So we dropped off our bags at the hotel pretty early, but because we were exhausted and drenched from the rain, there wasn't a lot we could do. So we ended up kind of just like wandering around Tokyo and seeing how everything had changed. We ended up going back to our old neighborhood and seeing our old apartment, our old teeny tiny 21 square meter apartment, which I loved to bits even though it was tiny. We went back to our old grocery store and I bought these noodles. I have spent 3 years thinking about these noodles. They are instant negi soba and they're literally just like cup noodles, but I love them to pieces, and so we bought a couple of packets of those. And then eventually we got lunch from Yakiniku Like, which is a yakiniku chain place, which is pretty affordable. It's a pretty quick place. You go and sit and you grill everything yourself. We went and stayed at the Tōkyō Shibuya Shin Minamiguchi Hotel, which was really good. We really liked it. After like a 2-hour nap, got dinner. Hello, good morning. Welcome to our very first official day in Tokyo. Yesterday we landed really quite early. Japan has such a different quarantine procedure now with getting into the country. There's this app you have to fill out, really complex to do all this stuff. And we arrived in the city at like 7 AM. It was really quite early and it was very rainy yesterday. We just ended up walking around a lot. There wasn't a lot we could do until we actually properly checked into the hotel because we were so sleep deprived. But neither of us like really slept on the plane at all. It's such a cliche, but like it feels like we never left left. Like it feels normal. It feels just like we're back in Tokyo and the last 3 years didn't happen, which is both incredibly surreal and just a little bit silly. I have a lot of feelings going on. This is our hotel room. It is in Shibuya. I feel like it's recently renovated. Everything is quite new looking. The front of the building is being renovated, hence the scaffolding, but this is our view. Let's go for day one, officially day one. Maybe that's true. We spent a lot of that day trying to organize Disney tickets and getting stumped at every turn. But after a lot of stress with the Disney tickets, we ended up going to one of my favorite experiences of the whole holiday, which was teamlab Planets. While teamlab Borderless is now shut, teamlab Planets is open in Toyosu. Because there are bits of reflective floor, if you're wearing a skirt, it's recommended that you borrow a pair of shorts. Also, if you have really tight pants, because there are bits where the water is like knee deep, you want to be able to roll anything up to knee level. Today is day 2 of our trip and we're going to be heading out. Again, I don't know what we're going to be doing. I'd love to go to the bookstore today because there's a specific copy of 1Q84 that I'm trying to find because I don't like the cover that they sell in Australia. We spent so much of yesterday trying to get Disney tickets though, because the system with getting tickets to Disney has changed a lot. You can't buy them at the Disney store, you have to buy them through only the website, and some international FPOS cards aren't accepted. It was a very challenging time, but we managed to get tickets for Disney for Monday. I think we're on day 3 or 4. I'm not really paying attention at this point. Today is Saturday. We went to bed pretty late last night because we had to replan some stuff to do with the trip we're taking to Hakone in a few days time. So we're getting going a little bit later again today, but we're probably going to go to Mount Takao and climb the mountain, which is going to be lovely. And also very exciting, we went to my favorite bookstore in Shinjuku, which is Books Kinokuniya, which is next to Shinjuku Station. It's on the right hand side just above Nitori, and I love this bookstore because it has a huge section on books in English by Japanese authors. So let me show you what we got. This one, so rather these two were the ones that Tyler picked up. So this is a language learning book. I think this is a really easy textbook to use. If you've ever picked up a language learning textbook, you'll know that it's so overwhelming, it's so confusing. There's so much stuff you have to get through before you get to the content, and I loved how accessible and unoverwhelming this is. Being back here has very much hung a lantern on how bad my Japanese is gotten over the past 3 years. My confidence is so low. Like every time I like have to talk to someone in Japanese, it's just panic. I'm just panicking the whole time. This book, which is called Idol Burning by Rin Usami, which is about a teenage girl who becomes obsessed with this male idol. Idol culture is a really interesting thing here in Japan. This one's actually in Japanese. I love getting picture books in Japanese because it's a good like language learning resource, because the Japanese is very easy. There's not very much kanji, so it's very useful. This is about a little acorn, so it's very cute. This was only like 385 yen because it's a little bit damaged, but that's just like the paper cover. But then I got these two. So this is Kiki's Delivery Service. This is the novel that the film is based off of. I've never seen this sold in a bookstore before, so I got really excited when I saw it. And the final book, The Emissary by Yoko Tawada. One of my TBR videos I spoke about Scattered All Over the Earth, and this is actually by the same author. This was the book that she wrote before that, and I actually liked the blurb of this one more, so I ended up going with this one. I think the cover's really pretty. Yeah, I'm still just so happy we're here. Like, it took me a solid 2 days to believe that we were actually in Japan. It's like this little leg in Tokyo that we're doing. I don't really mind what we do each day. I'm just like super jazzed to be here, so I'm having a really nice time. We got some books, we got some clothes yesterday as I showed you, and we're gonna head out and go to Mount Tōkyō.
I'd for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone.
It's so cute.
Why don't you?
I'm so happy that we're here during the autumn. And Mount Tōkyō is probably my favorite place to see the autumn leaves. Like, it's just so pretty. A little birdhouse.
'Cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. I don't wanna stay with you just to have to leave.
lovely Sunday night. We just got home from getting some takeaway. We had cocoa curry, finally. If you guys have been here for a while, you'll know that, oh my god, the lighting is really bright here. Hold on. My favorite food of all time is actually katsukare, and when I was an English teacher here, one of the like really popular questions that I used to ask my students was like, what's your favorite food? For some reason, whenever I told people that katsukare was my favorite food, I shocked a lot of people, but I love it. It's so good. It's so delicious. Oh, by the way, that's the reason why we spent like 600 yen getting curry themed gashapon the other day in Ikebukuro. So it turns out I never actually filmed this bit, but here they are. My curry themed keychains. Thank you to the gachapon place at Sunshine City, located where Jump World used to be and then a VR place used to be. I spent 600 yen to get these two curry themed keychains because I'm a little bit obsessed with Japanese curry. I've sort of found that I'm not really vlogging outside very much. It's been a very long time since I've vlogged outside, and just generally as a thing, I hate vlogging outside. I hate vlogging where people can see me, so I hope that this video is still like good and fun and engaging, even though I'm sort of just chatting to you guys when we get back to the hotel room. But it's kind of hard because basically if we're outside and we're not eating, then we're wearing masks, and it's really hard to talk to a camera when you're wearing a mask. So there's been a couple little times that I've like taken my mask off to just like take photos, but then like quickly put it back on. It's been really interesting seeing how everything to do with has been going here. There are some small changes, like we found that certain shops are shutting a bit earlier. It's really hard to get tickets to things, as I've mentioned a bit. Everyone is wearing masks. Our stint in Tokyo is slowly coming to a close. Tomorrow we're going to Disneyland. We did manage to get Disneyland tickets, and so we're going tomorrow.
Space Mountain is a thrilling, high-speed, turbulent roller coaster type ride in the dark.
Look how sad he looks. What happened to you? Is he gonna do it? Oh. No, he turned around. It is right now 10:30 a.m. and we're about to change hotels. As I mentioned, we had a little bit of a reshuffle with what our plans were. We were going to stay overnight in Hakone, but we realized that with what we wanted to do, staying 2 nights in Hakone wasn't really going to work because the place that we booked was really far away from anywhere to eat or anything to do, and so we reshuffled. We now have a hotel near Tokyo, like near like Tōkyō station area, so we're going to pack up this hotel room. I am very tired. I've worn makeup every single day this week and my skin is getting really reactive with like the makeup and the masks, and I've been wearing like really light makeup on this part of my face because I'm wearing a mask every day. There's little point like smothering myself in makeup, but my skin is still reacting a bit, so I'm not wearing makeup today. And we might go to Akihabara today. We both really want to look for Final Fantasy XIV merch, but they don't really sell figurines for Final Fantasy XIV, so I don't think it's likely that we're going to find anything, but we're going to give it a go. Should be a good day. Let's go get our bags and head out to Tōkyō station area and change hotels. I was really excited for this one. The Eorzea Cafe, which is the Final Fantasy XIV cafe, is normally booked out ages in advance. Like, we did not expect to get a booking, but somehow managed to just squeeze in at 3 p.m. the very day we were there, so we were really, really lucky. You're not allowed to video, but you are allowed to take photos. The decor was really cool and obviously themed around the game. I ordered the Black Mage drink because that's the job I play. I got the curry, which tracks. Look at this guy. Look at his little mouth. It was made out of chocolate, I think. I don't know. The whole thing was adorable. Tyler had the ninja drink. That's not the job that he plays in the game, but he got it because it had this fairy floss on top, and you put the fairy floss into the drink and it disappears like a ninja. And then he also had the garlic noodles, which he says were really, really good. And also we just got the lemon and ice cream waffles for dessert. I didn't really think it was particularly themed around the game, but they were delicious and we really liked them. So loved the Final Fantasy Cafe. If you can get a booking, I definitely recommend it. I can't speak very loudly at this particular hotel because I think the walls are very thin. This is a very, very petite room, sort of like the quintessential like Japanese business hotel. Like it is small. This is a small room, but given that, as I mentioned, we booked this really last minute and we got a really good price on it, like it was really cheap, so that was good. I can't complain at all. It's cleaned. That's all I want in a hotel room. That's fine. Yeah, thank you guys so very much for joining me for this vlog, this week in Tokyo. It has been the longest week in the absolute best possible way. Like, I can't believe it's only been a week since I started filming this vlog. I've said this so many times, but I'm so incredibly happy to be here. We went to the Eorzea Cafe today and it was expensive but brilliant. I really enjoyed it. You weren't allowed to film, but I took so many photos and the food was quite good. It was really good, really like fun novelty food, and they were playing the music. And because I'm not properly up to date with Final Fantasy, I'm currently up to the beginning of, I almost said Realm Reborn. My brain's gone blank. What is it called? Shadowbringer. I'm up to the beginning of Shadowbringer, and there was a TV right behind Tyler's head playing spoilers for the game that I haven't played yet, and so the whole time I was like trying not to look at this TV and to not give myself spoilers. But yes, we had another really lovely day today. Thank you guys so incredibly much for watching. Thank you so incredibly much to everyone over on Patreon for supporting my channel and all of the things that I make over on Patreon. We have a whole bunch of lovely fun bonus content, bonus videos, writing updates, our book club, a private Discord server. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there, so if you want to check out Patreon, there's a link in the description down below. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.